wonderful good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if you've joined me before. My name's Kim, I live in Scotland, and I absolutely love exploring the countryside around here. And yeah, we're in the Cairngorms National Park today. Okay, so you're joining me at the Green Lochen today. So we're already about a 30-minute walk into our hike today. And to get here today, I've just parked in Glenmore, and then I'll walk the most direct route to get here. Now, the most direct route to get to the loch is usually not my favourite. It's still nice, but I prefer other routes, which if you're interested to see what other route you can take to get here, check out this video, which I made earlier this year. But yeah, we've got quite a big hike today, so I didn't want to make the route any longer than necessary. But yeah, let's continue. Whenever I plan one of these bigger hiking days and my alarm goes off way too early in the morning and it would be so easy to go back to sleep, I often, I question myself, why do I do this? Why does my alarm go off at like 4 a.m. on my day off? But then I get out here and it's all worth it. Well, hello again. So it's 8:05. Just under 2 hours into my hike. We've done about 4.5 miles so far. So I'd say it's going pretty well, and I've just sat down for my first proper break. Now I usually take breaks a little bit more often, but today, firstly, I didn't really feel like I needed one before. Kind of the first 4 miles or so of the hike are really quite easy walking, so you do gain a little bit of elevation, but it's very gentle. But then yeah, now for the last half mile or so it has started to go up a little bit steeper. Also, why I didn't really want to take a proper break before, further down, especially close to the forest, there are quite a lot of midges about. Of course, it's quite early in the day, but yeah, we're now high enough that it's a little bit of a breeze going. No more midges around. So yeah, I'm gonna chill here a bit. Also, the sun's coming out more and more. So yeah. Okay, we rested for a while, and now it's time to continue up there. Right, so I've just gotten to a little trail junction, and It's nicely marked with a cairn, so quite hard to miss. But the one here behind me is one that goes through one of the lyrics of the Cairngorm, and it will eventually get you through to the other side, all the way to Bynack. But for us today, we're taking this path here, which leads us to this nice little mountain back there, which is Bynack More. Now, the going has been quite easy for the last few minutes, and we've got a little bit of reasonably flat ground here in front of us, but the last bit to get us up this Munro is going to be quite steep. So once I get to that steep part, I'm gonna slow it right down, take it nice and easy, and make my way towards the top. Right, so I am pretty much at the bottom of where it starts going up quite steeply, and I'm gonna tackle that soon. But first, it's time for some food. I was planning on eating at the top, but I'm already getting quite hungry, so I thought I would eat now and make sure I've got plenty of energy to make my way the rest of the way to the top. But yeah, got the sunlight in my face now. It's quite windy, but yeah, I got my jacket on. So yeah, great day so far. Okay, finished my sandwich and I'm pretty much ready to go. But yeah, while I was just chilling here, just finishing my sandwich, I saw my first people for the day. So there's 3 people just coming past me. The first one was a mountain runner, which I don't know, he's wearing bright orange, you might be able to see him somewhere there behind me. And I'm always absolutely amazed at people just running up these trails. But yeah, he is going pretty decent speed. And then there's a couple just coming past, and they are in shorts and a t-shirt. And I mean, I know a lot of people run a lot warmer than I am, but the sun's out, but it's about 10 degrees up here, and the wind is quite cold. So yeah, it's quite a stiff breeze. I wouldn't want to be in shorts up here. But yeah, to each their own. I'm gonna pack this back away because yeah, hiking uphill just in my fleece is enough. And then let's go up. Like I said earlier, it's gonna be slow and steady the rest of the way. So for the last bit here, it is less than a mile to go, so it's not very far anymore. But we do have about 250 meters of elevation to gain. So yeah, it's gonna be steep. Oh, so this path up here, it is hard work as expected, but the views around are just absolutely stunning. And then you've all got all these rock formations as you come up. So yeah, really, really cool. I think that might be the top. It's kind of all the way up. You can't really see the top, but now getting close to it, I think that might be it. But we'll see. It might be a false summit as well. So yeah, it wasn't quite the summit yet, but we're really not far off now. kind of find the summit cairn. I actually went slightly past it, but just a little bit further on it starts going down again, so I was like, wait a minute. But here it is. The view from up here is just absolutely amazing. You've literally pretty much got 360 views of a bunch of mountains. A couple of note, like I definitely don't know all of them, but I think a couple that we can spot. If I can find them on the camera. Yeah. So just a couple of mountains that I think I recognise. So we've got this one here. We've you can see a little bit of a cairn on the top. I believe is Bynack More, and then the one here right in the middle. I'm pretty sure that one's Cairngorms. But yeah, that's as far as my geographical knowledge of all these mountains goes. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Right, so I'm just wandering around near the summit at the moment, and I mean the view is great everywhere, but I'm trying to find the spot with the best view. But yeah, it's quite a funny summit. So kind of as you get towards the top, there's quite a lot of different branches, kind of where the path branches off kind of around these different rock formations, so quite often you can go around it on the left and on the right. And yeah, the path I was on, it actually kind of just bypasses the summit slightly kind of along the side. Don't know, kind of as I was going up that path there. And the summit is kind of behind there. But yeah, the path, if you stick to the path, you don't see it. I just noticed it once I started kind of reaching the other side of the top where it starts going back down. I was like, wait a second. I've not seen the summit cairn. It has to be around here somewhere. So I kind of went up over the rocks a little bit and I found it. But yeah, funny summit here, but it's really interesting. So yeah, that's why I'm planning on wandering around for a bit up here, just checking out these different rock formations, and as I said, finding the one with the best view. But yeah, so I'm gonna start my return trip pretty soon. For today, it's we're gonna head back the same way we came, because yeah, it's definitely the easiest option. And as I said, for me, it's already a pretty big day. You do have, if you do want a longer day, you do have another option of, I believe there is a path that goes down to Lochan. So you could head all the way down there and then basically, as an option, make your way up Cairngorms, back down the other side. So you're get down to the Cairngorms ski resort and then head down to Glenmore from there. But yeah, I think that's quite a bit of a bigger day because you're going quite a bit down before heading all the way up again. But yeah, for me, same way back. Not always my favourite, but sometimes you can't really avoid it. But yeah, to get us up here today, so I set off from the car at 6:15, and I made it here pretty much exactly at 10 o'clock. So yeah, 3 hours 45, I think pretty decent. It's just under 7 miles to get here. And yeah, I'm feeling good. So pretty much ready for 7 miles back down. Time to head back. So I always find on steep paths like this, where it's mostly a lot of rocks and loose gravel, going up the steep, painful, it's quite hard, but very doable. But coming down on this type of surface is, I really hate doing it. So it's just, you've got to be so careful to make sure you're not slipping or, put a foot wrong. So yeah, it just always feels really slow and annoying to me. But yeah, we've only, got this kind of stuff for the first half an hour or so, and after that we'll be back on the nice and easy path. Alright, we've made it down a steep part. We're on the nice path again, so the rest of the way back should hopefully just be enjoyable now. But yeah, now that we've come back down a bit, the temperature, you can definitely tell, has gone up now, so it's very comfortable walking in a t-shirt. Got my hat on, so yeah, I think this is it actually feels like summer now, and which is absolutely amazing. We also just, as you can see, got all the purple here around me, so all the heather has started to bloom. This is actually the first that I'm probably seeing it this year. I was up here in Bynack last September, and there was tons of purple all the way around. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning. I love that colour in nature. Okay, so we're pretty much down at the bottom of the valley again, just right next to the river. Like I was saying, from down here you can just about spot Bynack More again. Here's a better view of it, and at least to me from down here it looked quite imposing. So it also looks really far away, but yeah, definitely doable. As I say, it is quite a walk, but not as bad as I thought it would be looking from here. I just had a wonderful 20-minute break down by the river. The temperatures is so comfortable right now. Yeah, it's just really nice to sit in the sun with the little breeze that's going on. But yeah, it's now time to do the last 3.5 miles back to Glenmore, and yeah, that's us done hiking for the day. So we're back here at the Green Loch, which is still beautiful. It doesn't matter how many times I see it. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. And yeah, it means we've really not got far to go now. But yeah, I'm gonna have another quick break here, and then we'll do that last bit back to the car. Alright, so from this point, the fastest way for me to get back to the car would be just to go straight ahead here, the same way as we came this morning. But like I mentioned earlier, it's not my favourite path for the rest of the way. Also, tends to be by far the busiest, and there's quite a lot going on here on the path. So I feel like I have just enough energy left to take the left here, go the slightly longer route, but yeah, I just prefer it. Okay, so the main road is literally just up ahead. Once we get there, it's only like another 2 minutes and we'll be at my car. So yeah, great hike. But once I get back to the car, we're not quite done with today. Because yeah, it's too beautiful of a day to just head straight home. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll let you know in a second what I'm doing. I'm back at the car, and I do have to say I'm very happy about that. My legs feel very heavy now, so it's definitely time for that hike to end. But yeah, like I was saying, we're not quite done with the day yet. And even though it's super busy here in Glenmore, I mean there's cars absolutely everywhere, to be expected. It's a Sunday and the middle of school holidays on a beautiful sunny day. I'm gonna brave the crowds and actually spend a couple of hours at Lochmorlich beach and hopefully have a little swim as well. But yeah, just before I get changed and start heading over there, let's recap that hike. So yeah, today was a long one, but I actually felt really doable for me. So round trip was about 14 miles. And we set off at 6:15, and sorry, I think it's 1:30 right now. But yeah, had some solid breaks throughout, and yeah, really enjoyed it. So I would say the whole way, really good path. As I said, when you get closer up to the summit, you can kind of pick and choose your path. There's usually, as I said, they're branching off, coming back together, and so on. But yeah, overall really easy to follow, and yeah, I would say it's also like the first 3.5 miles, very like just gentle up and down, really nothing heavy. Then you kind of start heading up towards the pass, so you gain quite a bit of elevation up to, I believe, about 800. Then it goes quite flat again for a while, and then you do that last steep bit up to Bynack More. But yeah, really cool, and feels good to get kind of a longer hike in the legs. But yeah, looking quite forward to getting into the cold water. That was a pretty short stop at the beach. But yeah, I was here for about 45 minutes or so. But yeah, it's just too busy for my taste. And I've got another day of tomorrow. Weather's still looking great, so I think I'll just do a full beach day tomorrow, where, you know, somewhere where it's a little bit quieter. But yeah, just heading back through the woods to the car now. And I do have to say, now after lying down for a bit, my legs are going to be sore. But yeah, when I did Ben Nevis a couple of weeks ago, I could barely walk for like 2 days after. So well, you know, the walk up Ben Nevis felt okay. I was definitely straining my muscles a lot, and I think the walk today, or the hike today, was a little bit easier than Ben Nevis. But yeah, I'm sure I'll still be sore tomorrow. Right, back at the car, and this is officially it for today. So I'm just gonna drive home, have a cold shower, and then plan my day for tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed watching. Please give me a subscribe if you wanna follow along more of my adventures, and I'll see you next time.